Hi, I'm Vail Johnson. I play the bass. I've been playing bass for a living since I was 17, which is about years ago, quite some time. I've been playing with Kenny G since 1986. I have been fortunate enough to play with a lot of other great artists during that same time when Kenny's not on the road. I did some touring with Herbie Hancock. I did some work, James Ingram, Jeffrey Osborne. I did Stevie Nicks. I played with Paula Abdul. That was fun. I did, Whitney Houston, a whole bunch of people, a lot of R&B things, but some jazz, also guys that you would know as jazz fans would know, Frank Gambale and Eric Marienthal, guys like that as well. So the reason I'm playing this Xotic bass, I picked this up at the NAMM show right off the stand this last January and just played a couple notes and said, okay. I didn't even plug it in. I just played the bass, and you can tell right away that acoustically the sound was right. That's the main thing for me. The main thing is, did they get the right kind of wood? Did they make the right sort of shape in the right mass? The proper, the nut to the bridge, everything is important. And to me, the main test is, does it sound good just playing by itself? Because all the electronics in the world won't help a bad sounding instrument. So I played it and it really spoke to me. It sounds good, you can hear it just like it is. So I plugged it in and was very pleased with how it was and figured I had to get one. So that's the deal for me. They use the kind of woods that I like. I like an alder body, maple neck, rosewood board is just, it seems like, it's the classic style, and it all fit together really well. Adding the electronics to it, it's a super clean, punchy sound. You have a lot of variables with the bass, mid, and treble, and I like the fact that you can change the mid frequency. I love that. I changed it around. I go between the 400 and the 800. I find that to be the most effective one, especially in a live situation. Because for bass, the battle is always being able to hear yourself. You hear the notes. You can always get a rumble, and to really hear the notes, you need to have solid mid-range. And so I'll crank up a little bit of the 800, and it really makes the bass come out. And so that's really the bottom line for me for a bass in live work, is can you hear the notes at all? Because we play in really big venues, and oftentimes the sound just gets lost. But this bass, it really works well because they kept the mid-range in the instrument. They didn't suck it out of it like it seems like a lot of basses just don't have it at all, but this one does. So, and obviously it's beautiful. I love the orange myself. They could go crazier. I'd go crazy. Give me a lime green one. I'd like that too. I like the bright colors. It was a beautiful finish. I love the wood pickup covers. It's really cool. That's a great just extra feature. And the fact that it's 22 frets is great, because on a standard Fender, if you're playing with 20 frets, it's amazing how much you miss the last two, but you really do. And being able to do the more chord type patterns with a 22 fret is great. I wouldn't even want a 24. If 24 fret is too long, it gets in the way of doing this. So this has had all the right things, the right wood, beautiful construction, and everything is very precise. This is another test I do when you pick up an instrument. You feel for the frets. You just do this, and you pick up things, and it can be even expensive instruments, and you feel this, and there's little sharp edges along there. Because once you start going crazy, I mean, you can hurt yourself on sharp edge frets. The finish work is fantastic on this instrument. It's like someone really cared and built this instrument and really paid attention and cared about it, and I love that, because you can tell the way it's made, and you can tell when it's not made that way. It's real obvious. I've picked up a lot of instruments. I go to the NAMM show, I pick up dozens, if not more. You just walk around and say, oh, that looks cool, pick that up, and you're like, no, it's all right, okay. And you do that all day long, and I picked this one up and went, ooh, wow, this is cool. I like it. Even before I plugged it in, I knew it was happening. So And the electronics didn't disappoint at all, so it all worked out. I'm hoping that it'll really help me get chicks too, the great color. My wife won't be happy to hear that, but you can edit that out. Or leave it, I don't care, it's fun.